Okay, so I hope that my knowledge of these plants is sticking with me. So we're going to start over here in this corner. I have this beautiful, this is a goldfish plant called the Shady Lady. Very beautiful, excuse me, dainty leaves. Down here is one of my Mandula pothos. As you can see, it's starting to try to trail for me right here. And I really love the color. Very beautiful, stunning plant. And over here I have my Forever String of Pearls, which is more or less like a subtle growth, you guys. I never really noticed that it's growing unless I've seen an old photo of it. But still a beautiful plant nonetheless. Now I'm going to go down. We have a lot of plants in this area right here. We're going to start with this beautiful Rex begonia. I'm not quite sure the actual name of it, but look at that beautiful hue of the pink in the center with that silveriness of the bluish hue. And then back here I have my Sansevieria or Dracaena fernwood. This is one of my propagations for my silver sword Philodendron that I decided to take out a leca and put it in soil, and it's adapting very well. Over here I have one of my Hoyas. This is a Hoya trubiana. Very beautiful plant. I love the shape of the leaves. Remind me of some form of peppers. And I have it on this makeshift trellis. As you can see, I'm anticipating new growth. So yeah, speaking into fruition. Down here, you guys, I have my lemon lime Maranta. I have also one of my newly acquired plants, my Maranta Macayana, or Calathea Macayana, I believe. And this is my other beautiful begonia Rex. As you can see, I have it in a self-watering pot. It's doing beautiful. And look at that, it's trying to start flowering and it's giving off, see the little fuzzy thing on the back? Beautiful new leaves. Now, over here, I have my array of plants. So let's just jump into it, starting from the bottom. My, what is this? This is my Aglaonema Maria, which is kind of droopy. I may have to just, I don't know, take it out of here. It's not the light. It's getting beautiful light. It may be a watering issue, but I'll take a look at it. Right here is another Calathea of mine. And from what I can see, you guys, it needs water. You see how the leaves are curling in like that? Indicator that it needs water, but it is very forgiving. It's not as difficult to grow as other Calatheas. Over here, I have my beautiful, what is this? My Hoya Lisa. It is growing ever so tall, you guys. When I first got this plant, it was literally at the base of the planter, and now it's grown up so beautifully. Right here I have my ever so fussy Ficus Benjamina, excuse me, look, tongue-tied. The variegated version. I don't move this plant at all, you guys, because this plant is not the easiest to care for, but I still love it. Over here is some form of a cactus. I'm not sure if this is like a prickly pear or from that family because of its shape. But I do love it. I may actually put this one outside. Not sure. Over here I have my beautiful Ficus Shiveriana, which did lose lower leaves a little bit as it became acclimated to my home, and that's kind of a common thing when they do come into your home. But still beautiful. Waiting for that to unfurl. Hopefully it will as we enter deep into the growing season. Over here in this corner, you may not be able to see, just have various cuttings. One of I believe a lipstick plant that I'm trying to revive. And then I have my Ring of Fire that I needed to actually add more roots before I could put it in soil. Over here I have my Song of India. I'm sorry about the light, you guys. Try my best to control it, but you can't control Mother Nature, right? But this is my Song of India, which is right here. Can't wait for it to actually grow up long and tall. Right here I have my Hoya variegata. I love this plant. And it's actually trying to flower, so I'm super excited about that. Can't wait for it to actually open up so we can see what it looks like. But I also love the beautiful pink hues. Gorgeous plant, stunning. Up here, I have my beautiful string of hearts, which I've been falling back in love with because I have increased its watering schedule, so to speak. And ever since I've done that, I've seen major changes in this plant. But you guys, such a beautiful plant. I really love it. Once again, I apologize for the backlight. Next beside it is my beautiful growing Scindapsus exotica. If y'all been following me or watching me, you know that I had got a deal on this plant from, I think, Ace it was. And look at the size of the leaves, very beautiful. Up here, I have my beautiful Ruby Cascade. Very beautiful. I love the red tones in it. And I'm really a sucker for the dainty leaves. Over here I have a beautiful Hoya pubicalis splash. There you see the variegation in there. Very beautiful. And it's trailing. So, you know, I don't expect it to flower because I did just get this, but one can hope, right? Now over here, you guys, is one of my Hoya, oh, sorry about that, one of my Hoya Crimson Princess. And I try to pull the shade down a little bit, you guys, so you can, in fact, see the plant. Let me back up a little bit. Let's see, but look at that. You guys, it's trailing so long. And I can't really see it. It has peduncles here, as well as you see it there. Love it, it's growing great. Up here, let me back up some. I have my beautiful Hoya macrophylla, which has several peduncles on here, but they never really like manifest into anything. But that's okay because look at the variegation on it. Very beautiful and stunning. Down here is just my regular aloe plant. I lost a couple of leaves, you guys. I don't know if it's me not watering it enough, because I try to be mindful to not water this one as often. But it is still a statement piece nonetheless. Right here is my, this is a Hoya, which one is this? Let's see, sorry. Diptera. I keep forgetting the name. Let me put it back. I keep forgetting the name of this plant. I don't know why, but you see that? I love the shape of the leaves. I'm trying to capture it as best as I can. Absolutely love it. It's being blocked by my Crimson Queen, which is growing so beautifully. Love the variegation. And this one is trying to flower for me as well. See peduncles here, and then there's a peduncle there. But guys, it's a stunning plant and it's trailing long. Over here I have my Hoya Crinkle 8, which it has been throwing out these tendrils since I've had it right here. Trying to get a better angle for you guys. The sun is not on my side today. Let me go down to the bottom. Down to the bottom is some fun things. Here, right here in this corner is my Euphorbia trigona, aka the African milk tree. Really love the name of that plant. And I love the pink hue of the plant. Very beautiful. Down here I have my beautiful what is this? My Maranta Lucanora, the regular variety one that's making a comeback after I cut it back. And you guys can see exactly how full it is, very beautiful. Behind it I have my Anthurium germanii, beautiful plant. And then I have my beautiful ZZ plant, the regular one that's taking off. I have it beside it, my beautiful Hoya obovata, which is getting very good light. In front of it, I have my Amac Euphorbia Amac variegated. Guys, one of my favorite plants. I will be putting this out probably on my front patio. And then right here, I have my Peperomia obtusifolia. Remember, you guys, I had a big pot of this, and it was becoming so huge, I had to divide it and make 2 plants. So this is pot number 1. Up at the top, this is my Croton, you guys. I've been having a lot of battles with this plant throughout the course of the winter time with spider mites mainly, and you know, I get rid of them and then they would come back. Get rid of them and then they would come back. And I've been trying to really increase the pest management with this one, because even though a lot of people don't like Crotons, I do. And I'm a firm believer that you can still grow them in your home. This is one of my oldest plants, so I really don't want to give up on it. I've been spraying it, you guys, so can you see these little buddings? It's trying to come back and grow some leaves, so I've been spraying it. See that? I've just been spraying it. So I am hopeful that I can bring this plant back to a beautiful specimen. Over here I have my, that's my ruby red. Rubber tree. Oh boy, and look, it's trying to open up right here. And this was, the leaves was late, kind of small. I don't know, I'm thinking about actually nodging this to encourage some growth like right there, but I'm not sure. Down here I have a baby version of my, let's see, baby version of my ruby. And I really love this plant so much. And it's still growing and taking off. Over here I have just my regular one, my regular rubber tree. This needs a spraying. I'm trying to wait for the weather to break really, because I really want to take some of these plants out and give it a nice good spraying. But still beautiful. Right here with the crispy leaf, pull it out, is my begonia maculata that I have propagating or growing actually in perlite water. And ever since it's given me these leaves, let's see, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it actually gave me this leaf, and this is the newest leaf. As you can see, it's still soft and it's very pink and beautiful. Now over here I have my beautiful Pilea grandifolia coral. Very beautiful plant. Love the daintiness of the little flowers. And this plant has grown so wild, I've had to tie it up tremendously, otherwise it would be probably like 3 feet wide if I was to actually let it out. Here below is my Philodendron Mia, or Green Princess, I would say, has been growing very well for me. This is a beautiful new leaf. As you can see, it's still shiny and soft and it hasn't hardened off yet. Over here I have my Anthurium Ploumanii. It's a little crispy tips. I don't know if that's more of a humidity issue. I'm not sure, but I still love this plant nonetheless. This one right here, you guys, is my beautiful, what's this, Jose Bueno Philodendron. I kind of like, it was losing some of its variegation. I know I've been hearing things about people saying that it's a humidity and light thing. I'm not sure, but this is the latest plant that's trying to show me some form of variegation. I don't know if it's just doing that because we're approaching the growing season. Down here, you guys, I have my propagation where I started over for my, this is the beautiful, what is this? Philodendron Ernestii. Gorgeous plant, and I think it's actually an underrated plant. Not too many people talk about this plant, but I have it on a moss pole. I'm trying to hope it grows up as well as give me bigger leaves, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Over here, you guys, is my plant number 2 of my obtusifolia. I put both of them in terracotta pots, and I had to actually tie it with string because the thing was just getting so wide. It was taking up a lot of space. Over here, I have my variegated version of my prayer plant Maranta. I gave it a complete haircut because I'm trying to revive it or make it come back. I want it to be a fuller plant. I didn't like the way it was looking growing up on the trellis. Right here I have my beautiful Hoya Sarawak. I kind of moved this because I had it sitting somewhere else, but I love the way that it's getting that subtle bright light, and I'm hoping that it will at least push out some new stems. Over here, my beautiful, what is this? My Calathea rattlesnake. Haha. Had a little brain fart there, you guys, but it's all right. I just love it here. It loves it over here. As you can see, it is getting some slightly bright light, but I've had it over here for quite some time, and it doesn't tend to mind it at all. This is another easy care plant, in my personal opinion, where it is very forgiving if you forget to give it a water. Now let's go back up here to the top. I would classify this as my Hoya table, the little part that you can see. Let's see what we can get close pictures of. Let me see what angle. Okay, so here, you guys, let me see. I'm gonna try to pull down this curtain, you guys. I'm just so sorry. This light it's a blessing for the plants, but a curse to us. So you see that beautiful flower, and this is my Hoya carrii, by the way. And you see how it's giving me the flowers, and you see those green dots? That's another budding forming, which is very unusual. I actually have another peduncle right here that's trying to develop. I think it's beautiful. And this is just the carrii itself. It was one stem, you guys, but right at the end of the growing season, I had made a decision to just go ahead and cut it. And I cut it. I believe I propagated it, got some roots going, and I put it right back in the soil. I'm so glad I did that. Over here is my Hoya Sunrise. Some beautiful sun stressing right there. And a 2-inch planter. And it is just growing. Beside it is my Hoya and Cressida variegata. Look at that, you guys. I am loving the vibe of this plant. Very beautiful. The different shades and variegations. I mean, look, this is completely different from this. And then you have an all green leaf. Very beautiful. Behind it is my Hoya australis fuzzy back. Fuzzy back because the leaves are fuzzy in the back, of course. And it looked like it was trying to do some kind of peduncle. And even here, as you can see. But nothing never really came out of it. This right here is my beautiful Hoya finlaysonii. I love this plant so much because it really reminds me of Callistophila, which I do have that. Now, you guys will see that shortly, but I am so glad I got this plant. The X-ray veination, the dark veination of this plant is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Behind it is my fungii, my Hoya fungii, which this plant, you guys, have grown vigorously. Look at how I have it wrapped around this trellis so many times. And I mean, the growth just will not stop. I love it. Over here I have my regular Hoya and Cressida. I had just showed you the variegated one, and this is just a regular all green one. I just love it, you guys. And I have it on this trellis, and it's so massive. Right here is a little, I believe this may be my Philodendron Macaulay's finale. I've had this plant for a long time, and it really hasn't done anything for me. I had it inside my home, and I just decided to bring it out to see if it would promote any form of new growth. Not sure. I don't know. It's just not growing for me, and I've had it for like about 2 years now. So maybe third year is a charm. Who knows? Did I show y'all this one? Not sure. We dropped off from the Crinkle 8 over here, but this right here, I guess is a, I'm not sure. Let's see. Is this a cacti? You guys, you see that? If anybody knows exactly what variety this is, please let me know. I did get this plant because it did speak to me. It's such a beautiful plant, but I don't know the species type, or if it is a cactus or succulent. Comment below, let me know. Right here I have my beautiful Bonnie spider plant, which is beautifully growing, as you can see. I love it. It had way more babies than what you guys see right here. But I actually cut the babies off and gave them to friends, so it's okay. I have my regular Hoya pubicalyx. This plant was in my bedroom, guys, but I wanted to see if I can get some extra real good growth out of it, so I decided to bring it in here, and we'll see what it does. But so crazy. I love the speckledness on it, even though it's just a regular pubicalyx. Interesting. Now beside it, I have another one, another Hoya Crimson Princess. And these princesses in this room must really love the environment that I'm providing, because they're all seemingly blooming around the same time. I can't get mad at that. Like I have this one. This hasn't broken off yet. And then it's trying to give me another, let me bring it up, another growth point right here. Super excited about that. And I just love the way it's hanging. Over here I have some form of aloe, you guys, but I really am drawn to this aloe because of the color. Can y'all see the different colors on the tips? Very beautiful plant, and when the sun hits it, it's just stunningly beautiful. Now I have my string of rubies. Yeah, I believe string of rubies. And I'm looking at it right now, you guys. It needs a good drink. I mean, look at it. But I love that pink hue. You can always tell when this needs a drink, because when you feel the pickle-like shape and they feel soft where you can squeeze them, they need a good drink. So I'll give it some more of that when I get finished here. Then I have my beautiful Hoya Kentiana. I have not had this plant that long. I have not had it for a year yet, so I'm super excited. I know it's going to take some time before it actually takes off. But yeah, I'm just a sucker for these leaves. Right here is my beautiful Peperomia Hope. This plant does make me hopeful for all the beautiful growth that it has given me. And let me see if I can take a look at that, guys. And I mean, it is going all the way down almost to the floor. Can you believe that? I love this plant so much. Brings me really, really, really good vibes, great joy. Over here is my big baby, which also needs a drink too. You see how this leaf is kind of bending? Needs a good drink, which I will do at the end. It's my Monstera Deliciosa. With this newest leaf right here, it's trying to harden off. And this one is the other new leaf that's hardening off. And y'all probably watched me repot this thing, and y'all saw how vigorous the roots were. So since I did give it a repot and gave it some new fresh soil, and you know, it's going to be fertilized, hopefully this growing season it really is going to be a bigger beast. I can't wait. Over here I have my Hoya Curtisii. Let's see, let me turn it around. You see that, guys? I don't know if a lot of people appreciate this plant, but I just love the speckleness and the daintiness of the leaves is what's really speaking to me the most. Beautiful plant. And then I have my Hoya. What is this? I always get a brain fart for this plant, but y'all know the name of it. I'm sorry, but this is so beautiful. And it's starting to trail. I know it's a slow grower, but I can appreciate it. Now, let me explain something to you guys, too. You may be wondering, why does she have curtains here? And why does she have curtains over there? Well, there's a reason for it. I'm trying to maintain the heat in here in the wintertime. And the windows get very cold, and I need that barrier between the window and the plant, or else my poor plant babies will actually have like a, I guess, freeze burn on the leaves. So I'll be probably opening this up a little bit and changing the curtains out, and put my springtime curtains up. And yeah, so anyway, this is my Philodendron red emerald. I had to put this in a bigger pot. I made it an airier soil so it won't be too much of an issue. Let's see. But it's growing very well. I had cut it. I'll show you something. I cut it right here, and then it gave me bigger stems. And then I had cut it again here. And I gave top cuttings to a friend, and it's giving me these new growths. So if it grows up to the ceiling here, I'll be kind of happy, which it can. Over here, I have my Philodendron Say. I have a lot of them potted up in the soil. Like I said before, you guys, I've been wanting to just cover this stake with it, and hopefully it will. This plant has actually reached the ceiling and bent down, so I had to cut some more, and I have it rooting in water in my home. Over here, you guys, is kind of my sad looking Pilea grandifolia. Now it's only sad looking, and I put it on top of I have an extra heating unit right here, and I think I put it up here to kind of protect the little bit of leaves I had left. Majority of the leaves on this plant fell because it was getting direct heat from my heater that's down here. And yeah, so I'm hoping that some of the leaves will grow back, and maybe it'll become fuller. If I leave it up at the top of here, I think it should be okay. Now over here, I have my Philodendron Jungle Boogie. Beautiful plant, yes indeed. And beside it is my tall Begonia maculata, which I do love. This plant has grown a lot. It's also flowered for me last growing season, so hopefully it will flower again. Down here in this corner, I have my Tradescantia Nanook. It doesn't look all that great, but it's hanging there in the corner. I don't really expect any more from out of what y'all are seeing, so it's okay. Up here is my beautiful Pink Princess Philodendron, which is constantly growing, you guys. And look at that leaf. This leaf is beautiful. I love the speckleness of the pink, the little bits of pink. It's not strongly variegated, and I don't mind that, honestly, you guys. This is the new growth. My leaf split, sadly, but you see the pink hues that it's trying to come. It hasn't hardened off yet. And then look, you guys. It doesn't even harden off yet, and boom, there goes some new growth. Amazing. Down here is my beautiful Philodendron Brazil. You know, the one that I have growing up on this wall. And I mean, I have it different purpose, different areas. See? And my goal is to actually get it to wrap all the way around the room. Even have it hanging down here. Look at that new growth. I'm letting it, trying to wait for it to grow some more, because I have this already anticipated, a command strip for it to hook right there. And I think it'll just go great going across this photo, which, by the way, you guys, my daughter did this photo. She was actually going to throw it away. I told her she better not. I don't know. We're all critical on ourselves when we do go over our work, so I can understand that, but I think the piece is very beautiful. It looks whimsical, and I think she did a good job with just basic acrylic paint and maybe some water paints, I believe. I'm not quite sure, but I love it. And I brought a frame for it because I'm proud of it, and I should be, because that's my daughter. Over here, speaking of paintings, it's a little sidebar. I kind of did this. My daughter and I, we did sip and paint one night. With juice, but nonetheless we had fun, and I was able to create this one as well as this, and I had it kind of like, I guess, stored away, and I just thought this would be a beautiful accent piece to add into my sunroom. So let's go back to the plants. This right here, you guys, is another Hoya. I think this is the Hoya black margin Parasitii, I believe, whatever, but one of the Hoyas. I only had it for a few months now, so, and I'm still happy that it is have the tendrils, and it has trailed, or it was already trailing, so can't wait to see what that will do. Right here I have my beautiful Alocasia Black Velvet. Self-watering pots changed my life when it comes to these plants. The latest leaf was this one, you guys, which was smaller, but this was the leaf before it, which got really big, and I don't know, I love the texture. Also too, you guys, it always seems for me for these Alocasias, at least the ones that I have in my care, the maximum amount of leaves I tend to be able to get is just 5, and usually one will die off when another grows in, so I'm not sure, even though this one just has 4 leaves, but I don't care, I just love the color in it, and the venation is stunningly beautiful. Down here, you guys, I have my beautiful Hoya calistophala. Yes, it has not done a ton of growing for me. The only new leaf that I've received is this one right here. I love this plant, you guys. And let me pull it out. See if I can show you. I love the design I also put on the pot too. I don't know, but anyway, I just think I did a good job with it. Just wanted to show you, but this is pretty. Beautiful plant. Down below is another Alocasia dragon scale. And this, guys, was the newest leaf. Guys, this leaf is huge. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Right here's my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that is growing nicely. Talking about my comeback plant. Came back from wet sticks. Just a wet stick, and I couldn't be too happier. Beside it, down here on the floor, is my Philodendron subastatum. It's having a new growth right here. You see the back of the leaves. This one is another comeback plant too. It only had just one leaf. Now beside it over here is my Monstera adansonii Swiss cheese vine. Remember, you guys, I had one that was extremely tall, and this is it. It just took a dive for the worse, and I had to start over. So I did it once before. Hopefully I can do it again, and maybe I can get this thing to grow back up to the beautiful specimen that it is. Beside it is my beautiful Philodendron White Wizard. I really love this because it does give me that Thai constellation vibe. Very beautiful, and it was affordable for me, so this will hold me off at least until I can come across a reasonable price Thai constellation. Over here, you guys, this right here I got from a thrift store, and that cute? My goal is to, for example, like hang it. I'm hanging on the wall in my home and probably put a little 4-inch planter in there. Yeah, I think good vibes, right? Let me know if y'all think that's a good idea. But anyway, over here is my beautiful, what is this? Hoya Crimson Queen. You guys, this plant cost me probably 16 bucks 2 years ago or so at a Home Depot that I lucked up on. It was the only one, and this thing has been growing non-stop. Now, unfortunately, it has not flowered for me, but look at the size of this plant. Would you get mad if it didn't? It's really focusing on its foliage, and I mean, it is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I just watered it, so it's nice and firm. Oh, look at that. Stunning. Over here, I have my beautiful Snow Queen Pothos. Super excited because it is starting to trail. Cannot wait. I have my Pothos. What's this? This is Pearls and Jade Pothos, you guys. Beautiful plant as well. Super excited. Starting to try to start trailing, and when it does, I cannot wait. Gorgeous. And then my final plant is my Thirsty. As you can see how the leaves are curling? I gotta give it a drink, you guys. This is my Skindapsis Silver Splash. Beautiful, but it does need a drink. These leaves, oh man, look at that silveriness with that striking of the green matte finish. Very beautiful, very trailing. So there you have it, guys. For the most part, this is the tour in my sunroom. Super excited. Can't wait to see what this growing season will bring. If you like this kind of thing, please give me a big thumbs up, you guys. And like I said before, this concludes the video. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit that button. Give me a big thumbs up. Any support you guys can give me will be much appreciated. And y'all enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.